Hey everybody, JC here with another TNI toy review. And today's review is in association with MarvelousNews.com, your #1 news source for everything Marvel. And for today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Marvel Legends 6-inch Spider-Woman figure from Hasbro. Now this figure is part of the Lizard Build-A-Figure wave, and it comes packaged in the same style we see with all the Marvel Legends. You've got the black box with the Legend Series logo up at the top. The figure is clearly displayed in the window box, and then down below you've got the Spider-Man logo and the Spider-Woman name. Off to the side you've got some artwork for Spider-Woman, and then on the back you have a look at the actual figure, a brief bio in multiple languages, and then down below a look at all the figures in the wave that you need to get in order to complete the Lizard Build-A-Figure. Alright, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside of the packaging along with the other contents. Now first of all, you get the torso section for the Lizard Build-A-Figure, and I'll be taking a look at the Lizard figure in its own review once we've looked at all the figures in this wave, so be sure to check back for that. Okay, so for the figure itself, as far as accessories go, the only thing you get are these glasses, which are removable on the figure, and they're done with just kind of a rubber type material, a translucent type plastic, but it is very flexible. And we've seen this with other figures like the Mockingbird, where she's got the little slits on the side of her head, so you just kind of slide the glasses in there over her nose, and it does, stay on there pretty good for the most part. You got to push it in good, but like I said, it does stay on the face pretty good. For the figure itself, this is the second time we've gotten a Jessica Drew version of Spider-Woman. Hasbro did her classic costume a couple years ago, which I actually prefer this figure, I think, a little bit more. I just like the classic costume better than this more modern look. She started wearing this costume in the Spider-Verse storyline and then in her own 2014 series. I think it would have been interesting because when she was first portrayed on the cover of the new series, she was actually pregnant and she had a baby bump. I think it would have been interesting if they'd based the figure on that look. Probably wouldn't have sold very well, but would have been a very unique figure giving us a pregnant superhero. I don't know, just kind of interesting if they'd gone that route. Nevertheless, I think Hasbro's done a pretty good job with this figure. I like the head sculpt. I will say the skin tone is a little bit on the pale side, but I like the way the eyes look. I think they've done a good job with the eyes. She's got the green color in the eyes, and then she's got the red lipstick. She's got the long black hair, no real wash effect on the hair, and the hair's done with that rubber material. The hair is much straighter looking than the previous look, her previous hairstyle. So I think they've done a pretty good job with that. And then for the costume, she's got the black down the arms with the gloves, and she's got the two fingers with the maroon color. I will point out that she's got the skin tone, she's got the little cut in the gloves, and they did not paint the hinge joint, so the hinge joint is black. They probably should have painted that the skin tone. It would have looked a little better. Not a major deal, but just wanted to point that out. And then she's got the vest, which is done with that maroon color, and she's got the black striping, which is sculpted on the vest that looks like the spider. And then she's got that orange color in the middle, and then down here on the belt. Got a little bit of bleeding of black here, this line that kind of comes down and looks like it's bled through a little bit on the belt, but again, not a major deal. Then she's got the silver tabs up here on the shoulder. You got some sculpting detail in the back with the line work as well. And then the legs are just black, the costume's black, and then the boots are that maroon color, which are just painted on the figure, so there's not really much sculpting detail on the legs. But overall, I think they've done a good job of capturing this look of Spider-Woman. Okay, so this figure stands at about 6 1/4 inches tall. Here's a comparison with the first Spider-Woman figure from Hasbro, which is maybe a hair taller than this new figure. Here's a comparison with Hasbro's Captain Marvel figure, as well as Spider-Man from the Raft box set. And then finally, here's a comparison with some other female-based spider characters that Hasbro's done. Okay, so for articulation, you can turn the head to the left and to the right, and she can look down pretty good, but really can't look up very much because of the long hair. It really doesn't have any pivot to the head. Arms attached with your standard ball hinge joint there at the shoulder, so she can get her arm out pretty good. She's got good rotation. She does not have a bicep swivel. She has rotation at the elbow, and then she only has the single hinged elbow like all female Marvel Legend figures have, so she can bend about that much. Then she's got rotation at the wrist and hinges on the hand, so up and down movement there with the hands. She has a midsection joint, so she's got rotation there, and she can pivot to the left and to the right, and she can only crunch down about that much, and then she can look back about that much. She does not have a waist swivel. Legs are attached with ball joints, so she can do the splits that much. She can get her leg forward pretty good, and then she can do her leg out and back. She's got a thigh swivel, double hinge knee, so good bending there at the knee, and then hinges on the feet, so up and down movement, and she does have ankle pivot and 2 peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Okay, so that's my review. So I like the figure overall, I like the head sculpt, I like the way the glasses look, and I like the fact that the glasses are removable. If you're a fan of this modern look of Spider-Woman, then I think you'll definitely want to add this to your collection. Now for me personally, I still prefer the classic look, but again, if you like this modern look, I think this figure is worth checking out. Now this figure, along with the rest of the wave, has started to hit overseas and should hit shelves here in the United States by the end of February or early March, possibly sooner, but those were the release dates I was given for this wave. Now we'll have a full image gallery up at marvelousnews.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment and let me know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. You can also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I have links to those in the video description as well. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.